Why did God not allow Adam and Eve or the rest of humanity to eat from the tree of life after the eating of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil? Why? Why do we only have a term limit of human life up to 120 years? Why? This is the reason. Look at human history. The violence, the evil, the corruption throughout human history is undeniable. Can you imagine if Adolf Hitler, Saddam Hussein, or any other maniac in history, Fidel Castro, I can go on and on and on. Can you imagine if any of these mass murderers or wicked people in general, evil people, you see videos all the time of people who hurt animals for no reason, putting dogs in boiling water and doing the most abominable thing. I'm not going to get into it. The most sickest individuals on earth, you know what they do throughout human history. Now think about this for a minute. Can you imagine if any of these sick individuals, or whoever you want to imagine, can you imagine if any of these sickos lived 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 years? How about forever? How would you like to have one of these maniacs living forever? If you ever seen the movies of Indiana Jones, you remember the last one, The Last Crusade. Well, the last real Indiana Jones movie, The Last Crusade, the cup of life. Now, I don't believe the nonsense about the cup of life in the way that the movie portrays it. But the point is that this person was evil, wicked, and he wanted to live forever, part of the Nazi regime. But whoever you want to paint, imagine if they could eat from the tree of life. Can you imagine how much more damage these maniacs can do if they could live 300, 400, 500, 900 years like the biblical times of long ago, before the limit where God says, nope, not anymore, 120 years tops? You think God didn't have a good reason for doing that? You can answer your own question by looking at human history. And there's your answer. God knew what human beings were capable of once they had the knowledge of good and evil. There's no question once you realize, really take a good look at human history. There was a real good reason why Elohim said 120 years maximum, that's long enough. You're not living 800, 900 years anymore. Would you want Adolf Hitler, Fidel Castro, Saddam Hussein, and all the other maniacs throughout history, you want them living 800, 900 years? I sure don't. But here's the point. In the end of days, the conclusion, that all the wicked people will be judged for their wickedness. Even the cowards who massacred and slaughtered millions and millions of people. Whoever they are. Think about the cowards that shoot themselves in the head. That do it. They're evil people. They're evil people, those who kill themselves after doing abominations, thinking they could escape death, not knowing they're going to wake up in God's presence, thinking they got away with it. There would be no justice if there was no resurrection, if there was no judgment. That's the point. That's the point. In the end, all the wickedness and those who were judged evil or good will be put in two sides. There will be the wicked and the righteous among all the nations and Israel. And in the end, we will have the awareness of good and evil and the tree of life. We will have it all. The righteous of the earth, of all the nations, of every color, of every breed. It says very clearly in Tanakh, the meek shall possess the earth. The righteous, the humble, shall possess the earth. The wicked will be no more. So in the end, we will have all these things. So I answer to this wonderful human being who wrote in the email, is this cruel, unjust? On the outside, Maybe reading from a passive manner, it might seem a little cruel, but when you take a close look at it, you understand why it was done and why our term limit of life is 120 years. I think God made the right choice. I know He made the right choice. But in the end, brothers and sisters, we will have both. So He didn't steal it away from us. We will have it all in the end. But it's up to us every single day to choose life over death, good over evil. It's a battle, a daily battle. Every day is a new challenge. Every day you battle your inner Satan. And the reason why I say inner Satan is because you have a conscience. That's what the conscience is. The conscious mind. Your good side and your evil. And you have to fight it back and forth. It's a struggle back and forth. Good and evil. Choose life. Choose righteousness. Shalom.